Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Zoe Global Ministries in Ackworth, Georgia. It's a very special day. We just came from the annual fundraiser and dinner service of the Triumph Christian Ministries, Inc., which supports Kenyan Student School Supplies Project with the one and the only. You may know him from various places, from Tifton, KCFA, Atlanta Ministry, the one and the only Dr. Njoroge.
Yes, it is so good to be with you today.
Yes. I'm so happy to have him here because he told me of this project. I actually learned from it from Molo, the guy behind the camera. But he just told me, you've been doing this for 10 years?
Yes, this year we are celebrating our 10th anniversary since we started this ministry.
The project?
Yes.
So 10 years, where did you start and where are you now?
Well, let me begin from here.
Yes.
I'm a professor.
Okay.
That is what I do for living.
Okay.
And as a professor, I work with young people and help shape their minds, shape their future.
Yeah.
And because I'm a professor here in Georgia, I really decided to do something in Kenya. And because I'm in education, well, it was just natural that I should try to help the kids in Kenya in the area of education.
Okay.
In a way, I could help them, inspire them, so that perhaps they too, one day, they can become medical doctors, lawyers, engineers, computer programmers, go into politics, become professors, nurses. And I feel the best way of doing this it is to start with the kids that are in primary school, because at that age you can really influence them.
Right.
So that is how the vision was conceived. And I remembered myself living in the village, way out there, going to school, the struggles I had. I remember I used to have one uniform. My mother used to wash it at night.
Right. And they cut it and make it very big so that it lasts for a long time.
Exactly. So I thought, if I could just help touch one kid, make sure that boy gets a brand new uniform. That boy without shoes to go to school, get some shoes to go to school. That would be a blessing to them.
So how did you come about this? Did you go on your knees and pray, Lord, send me somebody? Like, did you walk to a school and say, oh, that looks like a school I should go? Or did somebody introduce it to you? How did you get started?
I did pray for the Lord to show me how to start it, and of course to identify a school in need. And so one day I was actually talking with my brother, and what he said, don't look any further. The school where I used to teach, people are very needy. They need a lot of help. If you are interested, I can connect you with the school. So he gave me the contacts of a teacher in that school. So I called that teacher. We started communicating, and I started checking what kind of needs they have. Because this school, it is somewhere near Limuru. A lot of parents work in picking tea leaves, because it's tea. They are tea farms. And these are people who make maybe $1 per day. They are very needy. And so my brother said, these people need help. So when I talked with the teacher, she got very excited and said, if you can help these kids, we would be very grateful.
She said, big man from America has come to help us.
That's right. Oh, she was very excited.
She was excited.
She went and talked with the head teacher, other teachers. And we said, all right, we can make it work. Yes.
And so when you started, and that's the first important thing, because there's a lot of need out there, and you don't know sometimes where to start. Do they need shoes? Do they need books? Do they need a building? What exactly do they need? So you identify that, and then how many children did you start with 10 years ago?
So when we started supporting this school, they had 400 students.
Ooh, okay. And it was all primary?
It was all primary.
Okay.
And then the following year, they started increasing.
Okay.
And the amazing thing is, as children, of course, every year they received all these school supplies, and they started getting more motivated.
Okay.
The teachers, too, started getting more motivated. They started doing better every year. So, and they started passing national exams. So the parents in other villages heard that this school, kids are really starting to perform better. So they started sending students there. That's how the school started growing and get bigger. So 400.
400.
Yes.
So you said that's a way to start off. I thought you wanted one, and God gave you 400.
Yes.
So you took the 400 kids. How did you even begin to know? Did it come out of your paycheck? Did you go and tell your wife we're about to sponsor 400 kids? How did you come up to start to sponsor 400 kids 10 years ago?
Well, I did share with my wife, and she wondered, how are we going to do this? So I say, all right, I will just go there and share with our friends, share with the churches, and perhaps the Lord will touch them to have compassion over these children. And we started small.
Okay.
At first it was hard. We didn't have pictures.
Right.
We didn't have video clips.
Nothing.
We didn't have testimonies. It was just me sharing.
Your word.
Yes, just my vision. We need to, to help these kids. And eventually it started growing, and the more people started catching the vision, and we started getting help.
Okay, so primary is 8 years, and you have done this for 10 years. So obviously, these kids have grown. They're no longer in primary, or some may be in primary, but they have grown now. They're in high school. Has the number grown? Are you still at 400? Have you gone to more? What are the ages, and where are you right now today?
So as the school expanded, the government started building more classes, extending it. And then, of course, now they asked us to start helping them. When the parents could not be able to contribute money to buy desks, the kids were sitting on the floor, on the ground as they were studying. So we started also now helping them with desks.
Okay.
And then they kept on growing. So each year they added, so that 2024 last year, they had 1,600 students, and the school had added 2 high school classes, Form 1 and Form 2.
Wow.
Yes.
So you've grown from 400 to 1,600.
Yes.
And obviously then that means the need is more.
Yes.
Obviously, not obviously, but have you been going to Kenya? Have you been, do you just send them money and they do what they are doing? Do you go on ground and see how it is? Do you get talk to the kids? Explain to us a little bit more of how the whole process works.
That's actually a very good question. So when we started working with the school, the teachers and the head teacher was suggesting that we just raise the money and send it to them, and they will order the supplies and distribute it to students. So I talked with my wife, and we thought, well, in Kenya, that may not be the best idea. Right. So I decided, no, I have to, So I said, I have to carry the money that we raise, go there in person, and actually order the things.
For yourself?
Yes. And so we had to identify people who can make uniforms, people who make shoes, people who can make the uniforms. And then what I would do, I started having these people come to the school. Those needy kids, they would measure their feet, measure them, take measurements, and they go and make
the uniforms,
the shoes, and so on. And would literally take it there. That way we know it is going directly to the children.
Yes. Wow, that's like a whole week's worth. Like after it's been done, you still have to go there, meet and talk to people.
Yes.
So do you go with a team? Is it just you and your wife? Do you invite other people to come with you, or do you have a team in Kenya that comes along to help you with this?
Yes, so it started very slowly, but over the years, we have built a team in Kenya that helps us. Because can you imagine running everywhere, collecting all the shoes, transporting them? Yes, we have a team now in Kenya that works with us.
So one of those kids who started out in primary, let's say in class 2, right, and is maybe in 10th grade, would be Form 2 right now. What would they say to you if they have been with you all this time?
Oh, let me tell you, they are very grateful. The project have heard indelible mark on them. They always remember. Even after they go to high school, they feel like what we have done, they helped motivate them, help them. You know, when some of this, especially in lower grades, some of these kids don't even have pencils. And when I first went there and gave them pencils, they started fighting over a single pencil. And here in the U.S., you know, pencils are
dollar store pencils.
You got dollars, they're everywhere. And, you know, and so they cannot forget that. You know, that the pencils they need for the year, the pens they need, the writing books, the math books, the geometric set for, standard 6, standard, 7. And no, it has made such an impression on them. And they still go back to tell the head teacher what a blessing this project has been for them.
So speak to a young person who is in this country from the age of maybe middle school to high school, who don't even use pencils nowadays. They have all computers. They don't even have a clue about what you're talking about. What would you tell them to be able to understand that there is another student somewhere in another part of the world who just needs a pencil, and how can they partner in this to be able, you know how we used to have pen pals when you were young, you could do something and write a letter to another student in another part of the world. How can they partner with you to be able to make a change in another child's life while they're also building their own resume here?
I would really encourage them, first of all, to really appreciate the blessings that they have. To have all the school supplies they need for their own education, and then to consider supporting others in other places like Kenya or other countries where those children are not privileged to have access to the same equipment, to computers, another very necessary equipment they need to study. So if they can be able to contribute to money, even a little, save, and then donate, the Bible says it's more blessed to give than to receive. And they will be investing in their futures blessings when they remember other children around the world that I need. So I would really encourage them to bless others by giving whatever they can be able to give. Don't think about themselves only, but think about others, and God will bless them.
Because I know most parents, they're already working and taking care of the whole village and everybody, so this can be a part that the kids can play in that. In 10 years you've been doing this, are you not tired? What keeps you going? What is giving you strength to keep? What is keeping the passion going as far as this project is concerned?
Each year, when we go and we have a program like that, and I see the smiles and the joy and the excitement, it just revitalizes me. It renews my vision. It gives me more energy to want to help them even more. In fact, even before we do the event, and I drive to the school, and the kids see me from the window in the classroom, they start shouting, "Oh, Dr. Joe, oh, goodies are coming." I mean, it just renews your energy for the project.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what you're talking about is basically legacy, right?
Yes.
That this will outlive you. This is not just about you doing something for one student, and it's multiple students now. It's many students now. What will you say to those who you'd like to partner with you? People who will continue this legacy long after you are gone, because kids are always going to school. Kids still have to learn. They're the generation's next future leaders. What will you say to those who you would like to join you in this project? Like, after you've set this up and a time comes where you want somebody else, what would you tell them to come and help you join in this project?
I would encourage them to continue investing in education, because in this life, the one thing that really equalizes opportunity for everyone, no matter where they grow up, no matter how poor they are, education opens doors of opportunities. So I would encourage them to continue investing in helping young people get an education as much as possible, because there is nothing that helps human beings economically, intellectually, morally than opening their mind. And education opens your mind. Because once you get that education, that person, that girl, that boy, the whole world becomes their palace, because they can work in any country, they can live in any country, but they have to get that education. So investing in them, you are really changing people's lives.
And it's not just one life, you're changing a whole family in most cases. And so before you tell us the how of how we should do to help you out, what do you feel is the greatest need right now? Is it to get you over to Kenya? Is it to buy a shoe? What do you feel is the greatest need of what you need for those listening to help you with?
Well, because the school that we help has really grown, it has really expanded. The greatest help is to get help with more money, to buy more uniforms, to buy more school supplies, to buy desks, because as they build more classes, then they need more help. So that's perhaps the most urgent need. So because we don't want to leave any kid out. So when we go to provide school supplies, we want everyone in that school. And also the other schools that are waiting, and they keep on asking us to expand to other schools. So if we're able to get more money, then the other very needy, very poor schools, we can adopt and add it to the project.
I forgot to ask in the very beginning, what is the name of the school?
This particular school is called Kawaida Primary and High School. Yes.
There's nothing kawaida about this, what you're talking about. It takes a lot of resources. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of hand holding together to be able to do this. Dr. Joe and his lovely wife have done this for 10 years and going on. They have not stopped, and they do need your help. How do we reach you to be able to help? How does somebody in a small corner of Marietta, Georgia, help? How do they, apart from giving the money, there's other ways they can do, whether it's prayer for you, whether it is obviously it's financial is the need, but what are those avenues and how can we do that? Look directly at the camera and tell us exactly how we can donate or how we can help.
So if you are moved to support us and to send us a donation, you can send your gifts to our ministry, that is Triumph Christian Ministries, and we can be able to give you our contact, and I will let the producers have our contacts, and they can be able to post this somewhere so that you can be able to reach us.
Yes, and we always say, as the Kenyans would say, no small is too small. Any little bit can help towards going to this. Before we close off, we have a few lovely people who have joined us in the background. Chief of most, the person who went out and gave and got all the first donations to come and start this program 10 years ago, the one and the only Reverend. You're running away. We'd like you to say a little bit that will help solidify this message of why people should help in giving to this project.
I believe the students in Kenya, they need what we needed when we were also in school, the same school surprise. And for most of us, at least something like wearing shoes was not compulsory, but today it is. So it means a lot. And when you support KSSP, Kenya Student School Surprise Project, what you're doing is you are answering a prayer of a child or a mama or a baba who is in need of this surprise because the children cannot be able to study and learn without this supplies.
Yeah.
Thank you.
These are just basic necessities we are talking about. It's not. We are not talking about. We are not talking about computers, or we are not talking about games, and we are not talking about coding. We are not talking about. We are talking about basic needs that children need to be able to go to school. We have some lovely folks here. We'd also like them to say a word. Please introduce yourself and then tell us a little bit more about this project. And I think my producer wants you to move a little closer to the camera.
Oh, well, my name is Njoroge.
Okay.
I am from Kawaida.
Okay.
That's my home village.
Ah.
That school, well, long time ago when I was a school teacher,
Yeah.
I used to teach there.
Wow.
And the needs are really there. And as you said, every little thing helps.
Yeah.
It does not take much to support a child in that village or in that community. It takes very little, and they are not hard to please. That's the best part of it, because you give them a pencil or you give them an exercise book, they rejoice, they cherish it, they hold it dear. So if someone has something to give, something to contribute towards it, it does not have to be a lot. I mean, if you have $1 million, we'll take it.
We'll take it.
Anything little that will help.
Yeah. And Dr. Doge doesn't need to carry a full suitcase of pencils. He has other better things to carry. So if you can give a donation, this is the earnest request. And as Dr. Joe has said, it will go to they know where it's going. It's going directly to the children. It is not going out to somebody who will disperse it anywhere else. So we've heard from a former teacher who is saying he has seen lives transformed, and we'll hear from one more. Oh, this is your wife? Okay, so you are Mrs. Teacher at that time, so you will please come a little forward. Please introduce yourself and tell us also what you have seen with the change with this program and what you'd like to let the people know.
Oh yes, I'm Mrs. Teacher, the founder of this ministry, and as we said, the children really are in need in Kawaida. Not only Kawaida, I think most of the part of Kenya, and especially in Kawaida, where we are coming from.
Yeah.
Children really need help.
Yeah.
And then as we are asking people here, everybody who get this message, we pray and we ask you so that you continue and have that feeling of contributing, because especially now, economy in Kenya is really bad. So I know Joe is being waited over there. Many people are waiting for him, especially children. They know someone is coming. They will eat, and that day they'll be really happy. It will be a good day for them, and most of them will go home fully dressed, because they will have full uniform, and that's what they are lacking there. Thank you. So you welcome to contribute.
Thank you so much. One last person we'd like to invite, our sister. She can add a little to what Mr. and Mrs. Teacher have said, and as we join our hands together and try to become the hands and feet of Jesus, along with Dr. Joe, as he does this work for the children of Kawaida Primary.
My name's Stella Scott. I'm blessed to have been a guest at the audience, and I'm here because I wanted to give back. My mother was a teacher, and I've been mentored by Reverend Wamboy, and she has stood by me. And I know the importance of having a backup system, a support system. So congratulations to Dr. Joe and the family that we see here, supporting our children back home. To me, it's just a way to give back, to remember the days I was in primary school, how I longed to have, you know, a new exercise book, a new pencil, a clean uniform. And this is such a great support to the mothers and fathers, grandparents, and children who especially need these supplies. We are thankful for Diana Correal. She's been a very supportive member of the community, and we give honor and grace to Dr. Joe and Reverend Wamboy, and we're thankful to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. That is so great. It's good to hear from people who have been a part of this project for the last 10 plus years. Molo in the background is actually the one who is pulling me along and bringing me in this vision because he truly believes in this. As Dr. Joe goes to Kenya, let us make sure the kids, when they say Dr. Joe with the goodies, he actually has goodies, right? He wants to see those smiles on the kids' faces, and it's not for him. Dr. Joe doesn't need a pencil. He's already made the highest. He's all the way up there in doctor. But just as a last word, what would you say to, I know so far, like today you had the gala, and you did it with the pastors of Atlanta. You are known well beyond Atlanta. Even as your time at KCFA president of all the Southeast, they know you. There's a lot more people who can come in to help. What is your last parting words as far as this, or just helping out in general?
Yeah, amen. And actually, that was a very good thing you said, that because we know people in other regions, perhaps, yes, I would take that idea. We can expand in sharing this vision to other cities, not just here in Atlanta. And so we'd like to extend an invitation to other people that have a desire to help Kenya, to help our kids in Kenya, to join us. And hopefully when we get a chance, we'll be able now to go to other cities and try to include others in supporting this mission.
Thank you, Dr. Joe. We will put the details at the bottom of the video if you need to reach him out. Any bit helps. Don't ever think that even your $5 is less. Skip that Starbucks coffee this week. Skip buying that shoe. Make sure a kid in Kenya has a shoe. Find a need, fill the need. Whenever you give, you will always receive back. So from all of us here, we would like to thank you. Please keep in touch and we'll let you know the updates of what is going on. And please, let's help Dr. Joe put a smile on the faces of these children. Have a good night.
Amen. Good night.